morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And it is a wet, cold, rainy day in the Ozarks. After being steamy yesterday and having to have the AC on, this is just crazy. So, because I have rain, my internet is a little spotty this morning. So, if this does not go up between 4 and 5 this afternoon, that's because my internet wouldn't let me. But it will be coming. Now, I told you today we were going to do a shaker card, and I'll show you. I was inspired by these shaker cards, and I have this die. It is from Recollections, and it comes with the spider, it comes with the back of the casket, and it comes with the front of the casket. Now, I didn't want to use the front of the casket because look what I did. Look what I did. Ta-da! I took one of those rubber skeletons, the plasticky, stretchy things from Dollar Tree. I had to shave off the back of his head so he could lay flat, but there are 3 thicknesses of the foam adhesive sheets to create dimension on straight lines. And if this is still available from Stampin' Up, as with anything else, I will link it in the description box below. Now, I also used the cobwebs and the spider confetti that I got at Michael's last month that I showed in a haul. And then I added some of the other little sparkles. Now, look at his eyes. He shifted just a little bit because he's squished, but I put a little bit of glue in there, and I put those little teeny tiny red rhinestones from Stampin' Up in there and gave him red eyes. Now, there are 3 thicknesses of the foam, and I brought my marker with me. What did I do with it? I know I brought it with me. I know I did. Or didn't. I didn't. Now, I've cut this out. This had to be cut short to fit on the MemoryDex card for starters. I cut the back out the size that it's supposed to be. And then I cut a second back out. And then I came in about 1/4 of an inch all the way around and trimmed out the center. And then I cut a piece of acetate the same size as the perimeter and glued it on the back using my Cosmic Shimmer glue. Put 3 of my punches on top of it and let it set while I ate breakfast to dry it off. Now, because I don't want the white, and I didn't have the black in the straight line, this is what you can do whenever, and you can use any color based on what your outside is. If you want to color your white dimensionals, just take a perma marker. Now, I love this one, this chisel tip from Sharpie, because it's really wide, but I can also turn it and get into tight places and get into spots. And if, depending on what you are coloring, you know, what your outside is, say if you're doing something in orange, you could color this orange so that it blends in. Just use an alcohol marker of any type, your Stampin' Blends, regular Sharpie perma markers. I have just about every color that Sharpie has ever made. So I can color just about anything, and just color it up just like that. Now, unless you wear gloves, you're going to color yourself in the on the interim, but that's okay. It's washable. It's washable. So then I've cut a piece of the paper from Monster Bash. I like the bats in the background. I really wanted a couple of bats in here, but I didn't have anything small enough. So I've glued that onto there. And like I always do, I'm coming back in with my distress, because that paper does have a little bit of a white edge. I want to thank Maddie from Spectrum Art Creations. During her Finish It Friday yesterday, she gave a shout out to my channel, and she really likes the short videos, and she understands why I have to do the short videos. It's my internet. But here's the thing. Even though my videos have to be short, I try to give you a tip or two. I would love for us to be able to have chatty videos and do live. Trust me, but that's just not going to happen here. Now, based on my holes, is going to determine where this lays. So it's going to come up kind of high, so it sits right between those legs. Okay? And I'm going to glue him down because I want him to stay put. And let's come in with a piece of our let's come in with a piece of our ribbon. And I don't have my ribbon scissors over here, but that's okay. This is more wire than ribbon, so we're okay. But let's put that down. And I'm not really gluing it down per se, because when I glue this down, it's gonna mesh between the holes and it's gonna hold it in place. So we're okay. And I'm just gonna go around the edge and give myself the glue. And then again, I'm going to position that, and I'm going to position this so it lays right down behind everything. So I can still get to my holes. And then I can come back in with my day 28 number tab and squeeze him right in there. And I'm going to set him over to the side a little bit. And then I'm going to hold that in place while I chatter for just a second. We have day 29, day 30, and day 31 coming up. I haven't decided what tomorrow is yet, but I do know that on day 30 we're doing Edgar Allan Poe, and I have some sweet information for you on Edgar Allan Poe. And then on 31 we're going to toast the end of the celebration with pumpkin spice lattes on our MemoryDex card. So we're going to want to come back for that. Tomorrow is going to be a surprise for me and for you. Now I've got that mushed down a little bit, but I want to come in. I have these from Stampin' Up. They were from our Halloween set years ago. And I think I want to put a tombstone down here. Because, you know, most coffins are in a tombstone, right? So let's add a little bit more texture and put this tombstone down here in the bottom. And I want to put one of these birds. Now these have adhesive on them, but I like that little extra. And we're going to set this right up there and let that dry. So we have a bird sitting on top of our tombstone. We have on top of our casket, we have a tombstone. I think we're good to go. So that's going to do it for me in the studio today. I have several things I want to try and finish up today. I did get my sofa cover sewed and put on yesterday, and I have the new witchy pillow that I bought at Menards the other day, and I'll give you a sneak peek video here when I finish getting it all put together. But in the meantime, this is day 28 of our 31 days of Halloween doing October Daily MemoryDex style. Remember to come back tomorrow to see what we're doing. In the meantime, remember to like, to share, subscribe, and click that notification bell because you don't want to miss how this ends up. Creative blessings.